everybody, this is CC Dragon Blade 666 here, and welcome back to What If Izuku Became Bendy? Excuse me. Where we last left off was when Izuku took Todoroki to be resurrected by the ink machine. And how they just finished the interships. So as they came back to UA, they did the test to see how much they improved in the interships. Everybody was surprised when they saw Todoroki became, well, have his red hair turn black, and that he looks inky in a way. They asked what happened, and Todoroki said that, let's just say there was an instance where Izuku had to resurrect him, and that was it. As Todoroki actually gave Momo a little glare because he saw through Boris' memories and learned what Alice did to Boris 1,000,000 times now, as he learned that Alice's vanity kind of tortured Boris for a while now. But he knows it's not Momo's fault, nor is it truly Alice's. It's more like the two people who was inside of her. It was more like the person that was resurrected at Alice before Momo. But anyways, Todoroki has been training for a while now, trying to get used to his more cartoonist eyes and fire. Because it's interesting how just turning it into ink made it how its capabilities are different. Different now. So yeah, he had to restart from scratch because of it, but he did pretty good on getting control over it. So yeah, they did the test with All Might, and to say that Izuku still won is nothing short of expected. But anyway, so yeah, basically, once they done that, Aizawa told them about the finals and how it's gonna be coming in a few weeks, and that whoever does fail the test, you'll do basically summer school. So of course the ones who are failing, like Mina and Thinky, were both depressed because they know they're not book smart. So Momo suggested that they all come to her mansion to do a studying period, which everybody agrees to. They all do, and as they do that, both Momo, Todoroki, and Izuku are now hearing voices in their heads. One that two of them are not that familiar with, but one who is very familiar with. The voices sounded like the voices of Bendy, Alice, and Boris, but many others. But then they hear the one thing Izuku knows the most about them all. The gears. He can hear them spinning, and they can hear them spinning in their heads. Izuku, out of all of them, knows this one, knows it the best. For it was mostly he who made them turn. He believes the machine is calling for him, telling him that he needs to come back and turn it on one more time. But he ignores it because he doesn't think it's important right now. And focus on both studying and training for the finals. And as everyone is doing that, what they don't know is the machine is truly trying to call them back. For it has for every time its gears run again, it's as if it's going back to its former glory, back when it was used almost every single day. But anyways, the time of the finals has finally come, and everyone is both nervous and excited. Of course, the 1B class president, Kendo, told them that a senior classman who were friends with Kendo told her that they would be fighting robots. But that was their finals. But the principal Nessie decided to change things up. As a mischievous rat god he is. Anyway, when everybody learned that it's actually teachers. The students learned the hard way to make sure their information is truly correct and not either false information or expired information, if you will. Anyway, everybody got their teacher who they fight with, like Momo and Todoroki got Aizawa, and Izuku and Bakugo got All Might. Basically, anyway, because Izuku, excuse me, Bakugo, damn it, sorry about that, it's still new to me. Anyway, Todoroki is now an ink creature. It infected his quirk like a virus. Like, it's not truly a quirk anymore. It's more like something else, because now Aizawa can't do shit to it. And he knows this. He tries doing it a couple of times. So yeah, since he kind of died. His quirk kind of changed into a part of his uh, ink biology, if you will. Anyway, so Todoroki and Momo won. And Bucko and Ziku's time with All Might, well, let's just say for most of the class it's funny as hell. Because, well, Bucko is a little frightful of Izuku because a lot of times he does basically use his human ink form, you know, way basically his hair dampens like it's been wet and his bangs cover his eyes and scares the living shit out of Bakugo. Anyway, but he still tries to assert that he's still the alpha of the class. And try as he might, he still gets smacked around against All Might. And Izuku being both cartoonish and a devil, well, let's just say, thanks to that, he fights like a cartoon character. Basically, he doesn't get as hurt because all he does is be splat around and he reforms, but it still hurts like a bitch and he can get knocked out if he's not careful. So they made a plan to trap All Might. Let's just say all they needed to do was basically lure him into a spider's web, if you will. Basically, thanks to him being an ink devil, and being the most connected to the ink machine, he also created mini ink machines. You know those ink machines that are mostly in the chapter 4. Excuse me, I was about to sneeze, but it was a false alarm. I'm sorry. Anyway, he created tiny spiders that made ink silk. You would think that ink silk would be as bad as liquid because it's not true spider silk that can be, well, strong as a bulletproof vest. But considering that most of the powers he has are part of his imagination, he made it as strong as a diamond. And we don't know if he can actually All Might can break diamonds yet. We didn't really see if there's anything about that. Anyway, it works pretty good. Basically, Bucko died kind of distraction while Izuku is basically telling the spiders the design for the web as quickly as he can and making the spiders do it quickly as they can. And basically, that's basically it. They finished by doing that. Which they fist bump because that was the best band they can think of. and it actually worked. So yeah, those who failed are still failed, and sorry, it's 11:35 p.m. Yeah, I'm tired. Anyway, yeah. So once they came back, I told him it was another lie, which is everyone just face faulted at that, forgetting how much their teacher likes to mess with them. As Izuku rubs his head, saying, "I should be used to this now. Damn it, Aizawa. Stop messing with us." But anyway, Mina kind of made a suggestion about going to the mall as a class team. Everyone thought it was a good idea, so they went and gone to the mall. Everybody was having a good time, but they decided to split up. Everyone needing their own things. Izuku decided to stay at the main area for a little bit longer, just to take a rest from all the walking they've been doing. As he does that, though, a certain crusted lip 20-year-old, well, yeah, 20-year-old man wrapped his arm around the black-haired teen and started talking to him, saying how he is a good friend of his, as he again snakes his hand around his neck and place 4 of his fingers on the Izuku's neck, and with only the pinky out. Izuku only heard this man's voice before. All he can whisper out is Shigaraki, which the man grinned at and congratulated him for realizing it sooner rather than later. As they talked what they talked about, basically, how Shigaraki hates Stain because he's more popular than he is, because they're essentially the same thing, want the same thing, when really they both have different ideals than the other, and have conviction, and one has conviction while the other just wants destruction. Izuku tells him that, and Shigaraki thinks it's just because it's All Might's fault. Anyway, Momo came to check on Izuku and saw Shigaraki there, but she already is getting ready to fight him, but Izuku tells her not to because he knows Shigaraki didn't come alone or didn't make a few traps for him. Which Shigaraki also grinned at and congratulated him on for being smart. Then Shigaraki just decided to go, and as Gary opens the portal, he says with one last thing. We'll be meeting each other real soon, kid. Or should I say brat? As Shigaraki goes into the portal. Deku sighs, saying, man, that was quite terrifying. Though it's not as terrifying as Betty going crazy on poor Henry. Anyways, Momo asks if he's okay, which he says he's fine, but just a little creeped out by dry, crusty lips. Crusty lips. Anyway, they called the cops and told them what happened, which they also informed UA about. But they decided to do it, go through their plan anyway on summer camp. Of course, everybody got on the bus and are going to the summer camp. But Aizawa did a little detour because he thought he's gonna make a very cruel joke on Deku. As they arrived, everyone got out only to see that they're in front of a church. And Aizawa goes to Izuku, threw a bottle of water in his face, and hit him a cross, saying, may God bless you. As Izuku is standing there processing what just happened, slowly but surely, the ink, his hair dampens again, and his fangs covers his eyes now. And his teeth started to sharpen and turn into a scary grin, saying, Aizawa, you fucking bastard. As he enlarges his hand to massive proportions, and getting ready to smash Aizawa down to the ground. Both Momo and Togi are trying their best not to let Izuku smash their poor teacher into the ground, even though they think he kind of deserved it because in a way he was mocking Izuku, which Izuku is shouting both profanities and actually hissing at Aizawa, which Aizawa is giving his maniac grin to Izuku while snickering. All the class could say is, Aizawa both have balls of steel and he's crazy as fuck. Everyone got back on the bus and went to their true destination. When they got there, they were greeted by the Wild Wild Pussycats. Well, two of the members, really. As Izuku started to explain about them and how the Wild Wild Pussycats are a pretty old team of rescue heroes, which Pixie Bob tries to scratch his face for calling her old, but he dodges anyway. As Pixie Bob just decided to do that mudslide and make them go down the mountain before they could even think about it. Isaiah told them to get to the camp, which is actually truly not that far, just a few hours away to the Wild Wild Pussycats. Izuku mentally thinks this must be their own hours because we still don't know the true exact layout of the place. And knowing Aizawa, they might have thought of a way to make it harder than it's supposed to be. Which, he was right, because when Mineta went to do his business, there was a rock monster getting ready to hit him hard. But Izuku saves him and dealt with the rock monster, which he informs him about and says that don't be surprised that the hours that they got there are not the same as the one as the Wild Wild Pussycats, because those are their hours of how fast they go through the forest and back, which they nodded about, as they actually get their record time before even the Wild Wild Pussycats and Aizawa can get there, because of Izuku's creativity and both Momo's and Taragi's teamwork with each other are pretty good, actually, and they got there in record time. They only met Koda, which he tried to hit Deku's balls, but he saw that coming a mile away, because he started knowing that he has a sense for mischievous ideas, and punching someone in the balls is like one of the greatest mischievous ideas. So anyway, Arrow, he actually asked why he wanted to hit him, which he says, stupid wannabe heroes, as he just walks away. Izuku scratches his head about that, because he doesn't know the grudge that the kid has to heroes yet. As he just goes and tries to help Bako start dinner. As the Wild Wild Pussycats and Aizawa got there, they learned that Izuku already was, and the rest are already there. Which Aizawa chuckles at, because he knew that they could get there very quickly if they were driven to hard enough. So anyway, the Wild Wild Pussycats informed them that they do have both baths and more warm springs, and let them go there. everybody was having a good time. Mineta tried to get a peep, but could already smack him back down. But as he turned around, which was not a good idea to see that the girls were also thanking them, but Izuku being a young boy, he just couldn't handle them. Handle seeing gorgeous women without their clothes on, which he falls down the men's bath, and Izuku actually caught him before he could get hurt. Which he's not really hurt, he's just mentally tired because he was not ready to see that. So Deku brought Koda to his the red one? Sorry, I forgot that one's name. I'll see what their name is later. Anyway, she was actually a cousin to Koda, and she was taking care of them because the water hose heroes were dead because of an accident. But Izuku thinks Sadie thinks the poor boy hates heroes because they believe that the heroic job took his family away, which he feels sorry about, as he wants to talk about it more specifically whenever he gets a chance. As they all just go to sleep. And that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I know it's been a while since I did a video this series for a while now. And don't worry, I'm trying to get back in the groove of things. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Like and subscribe and comment how you think about it. And goodbye.